Hey guys, this is Deetta with Growed and Vegan, and I just came in from work. I'm getting ready to get comfortable and get into the kitchen, but I wanted to pop in really quickly and just comment on the video. I never hardly do this anymore, but I wanted to say thank you for, if you have subscribed to this channel, thank you so much for helping me to reach 500 subscribers, over 500 subscribers now. And so now I have access to the community tab, so I'll be utilizing that more and starting to conversate with you guys there. But I just wanted to say I'm gonna get comfortable and then I'm gonna start cooking. And I'm going to be making a recipe. I actually was sitting at work today. I'm in a training, so my mind was kind of going elsewhere, and I got inspired to try this recipe. It's actually going to be a veganized version of something that I used to make, for my kids when they were growing up. I made this, and I'm going to change it up a little bit, and so I'm excited to try this. So I'm going to take you along in that process, and hopefully it's going to turn out to be good. I think it will be. So without further ado, let's get into this video. Okay, y'all, these are the ingredients that I used. Montreal chicken, umami seasoning, cumin, garlic powder, onion powder, minced onion, some chicken taco seasoning. I added some mild green chili. You can use spicy if you want. I added jackfruit to replace the chicken, black olives to garnish, Mexican style shreds which Violife melts really well, some portobello mushrooms, and flour tortillas. I used cheesecloth to drain my jackfruit. Okay, so now I add jackfruit and half of my mushrooms. I got, I think, like an 8-ounce pack of the mushrooms. And so I added half of these to the food processor. Be sure to rinse your jackfruit really well to get the briny taste out of it, and then clean your mushrooms. Then I pulse this down until everything is nice and shredded. Then remove the mixture from the food processor and place it in your cheesecloth to drain. Did I say that right? Place it in your cheesecloth to drain. I like using cheesecloth. I can't say that word, y'all. I like using cheesecloth because it's sturdy enough to squeeze without breaking, like paper towel. I used to use paper towel, but cheesecloth is a game changer. So you can use whatever you have available, but if you can get some cheesecloth, it is good to use. Squeeze as much of the liquid out as possible. This part can give you a real workout, but it is an important step to the process. Then break up your mixture and prepare a skillet by adding some olive oil over medium to high heat. Add your mushrooms and jackfruit mixture to the hot skillet and saute. Then add your seasonings. I did not measure. I just shook until I felt like I had enough. So you're definitely gonna, you're gonna want to taste this. So when adding the taco seasoning, I added about 1/4 cup of water. I will say when I used to make this non-vegan, I used the regular taco seasoning instead of the chicken taco seasoning, and I kind of like that flavor better, but this actually was good, and it's fine. I will use the other seasoning next time I make it, but this did taste really good. You can definitely get creative here with your seasonings. You can add different flavors, especially if you like a lot of heat to your food. I don't like a lot of heat. You can add some chili peppers in there if you want, just whatever you like, but I like the mild, so I stayed mild. Now remove the mixture from the skillet and set to the side. Now we are going to make the sauce. This is amazing sauce, y'all. Add more olive oil to the skillet and the remaining half of the mushrooms. Also add the same seasonings that you did before, with the exception of the taco seasoning. I think I forgot to show you guys the pink Himalayan salt and black pepper. So that's just a given in anything that I cook typically, unless it's something sweet, is I'm gonna have my pink salt somewhere in the mix. Then I added some green chilies, and they said mild on the pack, but when I tasted them, they had a little heat to them, so I did not use the whole can. If you like heat, then go ahead and use the whole can if you want, or But what I did is I went ahead and I used the green peppers, and then I just used like a tablespoon of the green chilies. I still wanted some of that flavor, but I just didn't want it to be overpowering, so that's how I did it. So then I sauteed the vegetables until they're soft. Then add some oat flour. Now I like using oat flour because it's creamy. It makes great gravy, makes great sauce. So it just gives a nice creamy texture. So that's what I like to use. But a little bit goes a long way. So I just added a couple of tablespoons. I think I started out with 1 tablespoon, and then later I added another tablespoon. That's kind of how you have to work it. Just add it as you go. Don't use a bunch of it in the beginning because it will thicken up really. It gets real thick. Stir the vegetables until they're coated, and then add some almond milk. I added about a cup, and then I went in with a little more. That's kind of how you have to do it. You want to get a creamy consistency, but you just add until it gets to the right place. When it bubbles up, that's when it's going to get thick. So then that's when I went back and added some pink salt and black pepper to taste. You have to taste as you go. I can't stress that enough. I'm just one of those cooks. Sometimes I try to give you guys measurements, but I honestly just cook from the heart, and so I season as I go, and you just have to taste it. Once it thickens, add this to a blender. If you have an immersion blender, by all means go ahead and use that, but you want to blend this until it's smooth and creamy. And then I added a little bit more almond milk. I kind of wanted to make sure I had enough sauce, but it is so delicious, yummy, and so creamy. Now it's time to assemble everything. We're going to assemble the casserole. So I added some of the sauce to coat the bottom of my dish, and then I added some olive oil as well because I didn't want it to stick. When I used to make this non-vegan, I used cream and mushroom soup at this point. Then layer your tortillas, add your jackfruit and mushroom season or mixture, and spread out over the tortillas. You can also roll these. You can make these like taquitos if you want, and roll the mixture into the tortillas. You'd use more tortillas, of course, at that time, if that's no big deal. You can just roll them and then set them in your casserole dish if that's the way you prefer to do it. I like doing it this way for some reason. I just think that's just how I like to do it, but you can do it however you want. Then you're going to add your cheese, top with more tortillas, and then add your sauce. Finish off with remaining cheese and top with black olives. You can also top this with jalapeno peppers here if you like. Then you're going to place this in a 375 degree oven for about 30 to 35 minutes. And can you see all of this ooey gooey goodness? Oh my gosh. The cheese melted like crazy, and the flavors came together perfectly. This was a definite win, and I am so glad. I was, like I said, I was inspired at work. It's been a minute because I've kind of been in a little bit of a vegan slump, if you want to say that. So I'm excited that this worked out. This is a great comfort food, and it gives you all the feels. Try this for a weekday or a weekend meal. Top it with salsa, top it with vegan sour cream, or top it with guacamole, or all three. I ate this all by itself, but you can add You know, you can serve it with chips, you can serve it with some refried beans and a little salad on the side. However you want to do this, serve this to your non-vegan friends. They probably will like this, y'all. This is really, really good. So I hope that you enjoyed this recipe. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel. Please, if you're not a subscriber, hit that subscribe button. Hit the notification bell so you know when I send up a video. Be on the lookout for a message in the community tab. Share this with a friend. Just show me some love in the comments. I appreciate your comments. And until next time, I will see you in the next video. Have a great day, great evening, whatever time you're watching this. Thanks again. Bye.